Good day. My name is April Joy G. Lung-ayan. I am the representative of our group to present to you our topic, the crossover cable. What does crossover cable mean? A crossover cable is a type of cable installation that is used for the interconnection of two similar devices. It is enabled by reversing the transmission and receiving pins at both ends, so that output from one computer becomes input to the other and vice versa. A crossover cable is a type of twisted pair copper wire cable for LANs or local area network, in which the wires on the cable are crossed over so that the received signal pins on the RJ45 connector on one end are connected to the transmit signal pins on the RJ45 connector on the other end. This is the opposite of the usual straight-through LAN cable, in which the receive and transmit signal pins on one connector are connected to the corresponding pins on the other connector. Its purpose is to allow the direct connection of two LAN devices, such as two hubs, two switches, or hub and a switch. It can also be used to create a direct connection between two computers. An alternative to using a crossover cable is to use a hub or switch that has an uplink port. An uplink port is a jack for an RJ45 connector that reverses the transmit and receive circuits. Some uplink ports have a switch that allows the user to select the mode of operation. The physical appearance of crossover cable is generally identical to that of a straight-through cable. However, when purchasing crossover cable, it is typically clearly labeled as such on the packaging. How to make a crossover cable? What you'll need: 1. Unshielded twisted pair UTP patch cable. Number 2. Modular connector 8P8C plug, or what we call RJ45. Number 3. The crimping tool. Number 4. Cable tester. It is optional but it is recommended. There are 4 pairs of wires in an Ethernet cable, and an Ethernet connector has 8 pin slots. Each pin is identified by a number starting from left to right, with the clip facing away from you. The two standards for wiring Ethernet cable are T568A and T568B. T568B is the most common and is what we'll be using for our straight Ethernet cable. The tables below show the proper orientation of the colored wires to the pins. Step 1. Strip the cable jacket about 1.5 inch down from the end. Step 2. Spread the 4 pairs of twisted wire apart. You can use the pull string to strip the jacket farther down if you need to. Then cut the pull string. The cables that have a spine will also need to be cut. Step 3. Untwist the wire pairs and neatly align them in the T568B orientation. Be sure not to untwist them any farther down the cable than where the jacket begins. We want to leave as much of the cable twisted as possible. Step 4. Cut the wires as straight as possible, about 0.5 inch above the end of the jacket. Step 5. Carefully insert the wires all the way into the modular connector. making sure that each wire passes through the appropriate guides inside the connector. Step 6. Push the connector inside the crimping tool and squeeze the crimper all the way down. Step 7. Repeat steps 1 to 6 for the other end of the cable. Step 8. To make sure you have successfully terminated each end of the cable, use a cable tester to test each pin. When you're all done, the connector should look like this. That's it. For crossover cables, simply make one end of the cable a T568A and the other end a T568B. Now, you can make Ethernet cables of any length, fix broken connectors, or make yourself a crossover cable. Happy crafting!